look at two updates Evony did today. One people love, one people are like, yeah, okay, so you're ripping us off again. And then some glitches that are going on, and they might affect you for Wonder 3. So you should be complaining. Let's first get to the updates. So first thing, top 10 server wars for Wonder 1. This is always exciting. Unlocking requirement of glory server war airs, blah, 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 blah. Reaches top 10 from the current round of server war. So as I was saying on my developer call, Evony could definitely use some help on their English translations. To me, this reads, going forward, it will be always top 10, but I'm assuming it's this week only because this week has Server War Ultimate Season. And then there's a couple additional prizes. Looks like top 3 get a Historic General if you win. And then the top 1 gets this castle that's at the top of the winning server. Then let's take a look at the... I'm going into my announcements here. And then I love this. This is just like the ultimate wording where you know you're getting ripped off. To provide you with better Alliance Shop experience, we've released the following new features. And then they limit how much you can spend in a day. So that always reminds me, when I lived in Dubai, I was like was I a silver member, gold member of one of the flying packages for how many miles you use? And then I remember one day where I got an email and it said, to improve your experience, we're going to change the requirement to renew your gold membership, where your miles used to count over 3 years, and they made it so it only counted over 1 year. So basically, like, you had to fly a lot more to get the perks. And that improved everyone's experience. I'm sure it did by limiting it. Anyways, that's their wording. But so what it looks like to me here, and I'm going to try something here actually. Oh, look at that. So a viewer told me if I hold my thumb down at the end, it makes an automatic circle. That is cool. So those ones up there I think they'll change every day. So maybe it won't be Karis. Maybe it'll be other generals. Because on one of my family member accounts, it's Barbosa. So I guess they will change every day. And then you could buy some souls. Now, the only way to buy these is to purchase this. I'm going to guess is that a $19 pack in America, $28 for me. And then after taxes in Canada, it's probably like $400. So you do get some good stuff with it. And it lasts, is this a 1 month duration? Yeah, monthly card. So you do get 5% on everything, March speed 40. So for $20. And then if it's going to give you generals you actually want, like for me, if I saw Elise or Simeon, I'd probably have to consider buying it. And even though full well knowing that's probably the only time all month they're going to be there, so I'm going to buy 6 fragments and pay $20. I don't know. But anyways, this doesn't look like a good deal. So 75,000 divided by 5, isn't that the exact same ratio as what you're buying 100 at? So 15,000 times 5 is 75,000 for 100. So you're not gaining anything here. So the only thing you're gaining is the right to buy it, because now these are limited to 5. Even tokens, you used to be able to buy unlimited. I remember I used to go in here and buy at the end of the month like 1,000. And now you can't do that. So anyone who's been saving up, trying to get tributes to do Monarch gear has got to be furious. Now, if you do buy this, you do get a ability to purchase 2 million in a day. So then I guess you could... Will this unlock also? Or will it be locked at 5 and you could use 2 million points over multiple items? That wouldn't make sense because this item is 3.75 million. Does it say that anywhere? You do get 10 million instant points, so that's kind of cool, but you're still limited in what you could buy. I can't buy these, so I don't know if these are limited to 5 either. I guess the point of the VIP locking is Evony is still really guarding its VIP points. You could see I have over 11 million points. I actually was just saving them and thought, hey, I'll just wait till I get to like 100 million. And I was debating if I'd buy VIPs. Like it's not that much, right? I'd probably get like 100,000 points, but and I'm nowhere near the next VIP level, so it wouldn't even matter. But anyways, Evony changed the shop. Pretty sure most people are not happy with this at all. The only good thing will be if they start to put good general fragments here. Then I guess, and if you can buy more than one. Refreshes daily, is there only one available? Or can I buy multiple of them with my points? I'm guessing you cannot buy multiple of them with their points. Evany's not stupid. They do know how to monetize things. That's one thing that they actually are really good at. Now, two other glitches that are going on. Wonder 3 glitch. So if we go to Battle of Constantinople, so I was like, I got 40,000 points last round. I'm like, I'm nowhere in the rankings, and my team's nowhere in the rankings, and we did good. Personal rankings, season score, 365,000. Like these guys, look at this, 365,000 in one round, right? 362,000 in one round. Same server, same, So what happened apparently, and people look these guys up, and they are like 50 million players, like power. So it's like impossible to get that. People are like, how what happened? So apparently what happened was some people got locked in to BOC for 12 hours, and their building points just kept accumulating over those 12 hours. So that's why all these scores are messed up. So we go to season rankings. I'm not in the top 400. It's usually like a cakewalk, easy for me to get top like 250, 200 or so. And with 38,000, normally I would end up right around 100 or so for a round. If I average that for the season, I'd end up in the top like 75 or so. But for one round, usually that's around like 125 or so. And I'm nowhere near any of this. So some people, everybody's complaining to Evony, saying this is going to affect their Wonder 3 standings, obviously. Everything, right? Because you're not top 300, your points aren't there. I don't know. Some people seem to think that Evony's going to hand out free Wonder 3s to people. I don't think so. I think Evony's got a way to figure out what happened. They track everything. I remember I told this story a long time ago, so I'll tell it again. I remember one time, you know those little glitches where you can't join, you get locked into a rally and for like 24 hours and it takes your stamina. So I remember writing Evony and being like, I lost, and I just made it up. I lost probably like 200 stamina. And I was like, I lost 3,000 stamina. I want it back. And then they sent me an Excel file of all my stamina for the week. And it literally had, every time I opened a pack, every time I joined a rally, it subtracted like 27 or 30. Every time I opened a pack, it added 100. And they're like, please circle where you think we owe you stamina. I was like, oh shit, these guys know everything. So anyone who thinks Evony doesn't know who's botting, who has alts, IP addresses, that sort of stuff, they know everything and they don't care. So they choose to enforce whatever they want. And now one final glitch or lag I'm going to show you. Oops, I woke up in the morning. I must have just sent them out. I send this to kill like just a B8, B10, something I see on the map, and that's it. So I know what that is. And this actually was camped out overnight for me. So and we're in kill event and no one killed it. I looked at my troop death to soul. I probably would have lost permanently if someone killed it. It probably would have took him a couple hits though, because it would have been a smaller player to do it, because none of the bigs would have done it if they saw it was mine, or anyways, I would have lost probably 100 to 300,000 permanently, depending how they would have done it. If it was one hit or multiple hits. But anyways, thankfully that didn't happen. So now I'm going through all of my reports here to try and see if I have anything on that location. Like, did I kill a boss and then it just stuck there? And I don't find it anywhere. So it was probably one of those scenarios where you send to a boss and it looks like it's there, but it's not there, and then it just camps. But I don't know, really weird, because I'm not I'm not a juvenile player. I'm not an amateur. At least I like to think I'm not. And I would have seen the attack or occupy button, but obviously, whatever happened, I was camping overnight on a spot with. But bunch of T-15 ground troops. So anyways, let me know your thoughts on those two updates. Top 10 SVS, people are really happy. I'm mostly happy just because it's going to make SVS exciting. Like, top 10 wings encourages people to play, right? Like, everyone's going to be playing. Although, last time they did that, now this was a different server. This was on my old server where almost everybody had wings, and Neff ruled that server with an iron fist, and anyone who got negatives would never get thrown. So it didn't really encourage people to go get top 10. Even though it ended up being really low scores, like 50 million, and people didn't even go for it. I can't believe that. You go just play at a temple for a few hours ghosting and get it. Anyways, this server that I'm on, I'm sure everybody's going to play because we are the most active SVS server I've ever seen. It makes it tons of fun, especially for the enemy server. They never have to come to our server. We constantly have 20 people on the enemy server. So it should be an interesting score. Genghis, like, subscribe, leave a comment.